When I was 10 years old, I remember secretly listening to a story about a guy named Moses. I think that it was from the Bible, which I was told was the Word of God. This person came to our village, and a few of us from the neighborhood secretly met up to listen to the stranger's stories. In one of the stories I remember, apparently there was a great, rich, and prosperous land. The name of the kingdom was Egypt. However, this land had lots of slaves, and these slaves happened to be God's chosen people called the Israelites. The Egyptians treated the Israelites with cruelty and with heartless torture. One time, the leader, called the Pharaoh, ordered all the firstborn males of the Israelites to be thrown into the Nile River. In addition to that, their workload was extremely severe and they had no freedom at all. I am the only child in my family and the only one left. My parents were killed with bullets by the government for stealing rice from the town next to ours. All they did was try to feed their family, but there was no mercy at all. I'm the only one left to whisper hope to myself whenever I lose strength, which is every day nowadays. Ever since the Great Famine, placing food on our table was impossible. Kim Jong-un is our leader, but I refuse to call him my leader. I can understand how the Israelites from the story felt when they were oppressed from their own leader. Maybe all leaders are bad, but I don't know much about the outside world. Everything is hidden from us. We have no freedom and we cannot even support or assure ourselves that things will be better. We listen to what Kim Jong-un says or we die the way that he wants us to. I am hungry every single moment. I heard that the Israelites went through starvation like the one that I'm going through, so I guess that we have a lot in common. I'm hungry again. The storyteller, which I found out was a missionary, told us that the Israelites worshipped God. God was their strength and he assured them that he was always with them. In Egypt, the Israelites could not freely worship God. They had to follow the ways and laws of the Pharaoh. But the Israelites wanted to leave Egypt. They longed to leave their persecution and slavery to freely worship their God. I can actually understand them. I think that that's why I still remember the story. Why would slaves like us want to stay in our state of inhumanity when we can go into the outside world and have a breath of fresh air? But the thing is, I don't even know if the outside world is better. I heard that it was horrible and that everyone is against us, but I assume that those are lies. How can it possibly get worse than this? I want freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and just a livable life with food so that I don't feel like fainting every time my stomach reminds me that I haven't eaten in weeks. What more can I ask?
What's your thought about North Korean situation? In North Korea, many people are suffering from poverty due to bad management of politics by their leaders, and they progress to expand the military power, like development and experience of nuclear bomb, ballistic missile, and so on. I'm concerned about a risk of violent conflict between North Korea and other countries. I don't know how we can do so that North Korea change to right direction. But I hope the situation progress toward to peaceful world.
I remember feeling a sense of hope when the stranger told us that the Israelites could escape. There was this man named Moses who God chose to bring his people out of Egypt. Moses was hesitant at first, but God gave him strength to go up to the Pharaoh and ask him to let the Israelites go. At first, the Pharaoh refused, so God sent plagues to Egypt. Finally, the Pharaoh decided to let the Israelites leave. That part of the story gives me confidence now. If the Israelites found a way to leave Egypt, then I can as well. I actually heard rumors about a river where people crossed to go to China, so I decided to go there. I remember my neighbor talking about it, so after getting directions, I clenched my stomach once again before I head on to the border. I hope that God that helped the Israelites helps me as well. Maybe he will send plagues on Kim Jong-un to make him let us go. That would be nice. As I was about to cross the Yellow River, I thought of how God helped the Israelites by opening up the Red Sea. I know the river probably won't open up from me, but it's all the same because God will be with me. I must now attempt to cross the river before it becomes too dark. I'll have to be wary of the soldiers. God, please be with me. Ugh, that soldier! I should have been more careful. I better stay hidden behind this bush. I'm already feeling more free than when I was on the other side of the river, though. How did the bullets not get me? It must mean that God was with me. I'm so tired. I better find somewhere to sleep for the night. Huh? Where am I? I escaped! Now it's all coming back. I better find some food and shelter. Ugh, it's freezing cold. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm always hungry, but now I'm really, really hungry. I think the missionary said something about the Israelites being hungry and thirsty too. I wish manna would fall from the sky. At least there's some people around here.
你好, how you doing? How you doing? Hello. Looks like you, yeah, you want to check in here.
Yes, I can at least keep warm now. Oh, look! I'll head over to that church-looking building. Maybe they can help? On the way here to where I am now, I had to face many, many challenges. But those things didn't knock down my faith in God, but made it stronger. I now enjoy life as a free woman in South Korea. I have friends, food, and best of all, plenty of freedom. And that also reminds me, the Israelites did reach the promised land in the end. Even though they had to wander in the desert for almost 40 years. They too must have been as well overjoyed to return to their promised land as I was when I finally reached South Korea. And this also tells me that God is really faithful.
Hey!
Wait, Nathan.
Turn around. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Rikumu, how are you feeling today, huh?
So bad.
Okay, good.
There's no water. Water. We need water.
Oh, you guys have to come to me. 주세요. please.